Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to study vector 2, number 22 in this paper, whereby we are told in the figure below, OA equals to vector A. So OA equals to vector A. OB, vector B. So OB is vector B. Then M is the midpoint of OA. So M is the mid of OA. Then AN is to NB equals to 2 is to 1. The ratio here. We are taught to express in terms of A and B. Vector BA. So vector BA in our Roman 1 is going to be, we can follow this route, but we have to come to BO, then OA. And this is going to give us, this is BO. Remember OB is vector B, so BO is the reverse, plus OA, which is vector A. So this can be rearranged into A minus B. So that is the vector A minus B. Roman 2, we have vector ON. Before ON, we can get to BN. So vector BN. How do we arrive at BN? So BN, remember we have the ratio here. So BN can be given as, this is two proportions, this is one proportion. Therefore, BN can be given as 1 out of 3 proportions of vector BA. Therefore, 1 out of 3, vector BA has already been determined. So this is going to be a third A minus a third vector B. So that is how we get the second vector. Then number 3, we have the ON now. So the vector ON, we can follow this route or this one. So we can say ON equals to OB plus BN. So OB is vector B plus BN, which has already been determined up there. So instead of BN, we write a third A minus a third B. So the B's can combine so that we have a third A plus 2/3 vector B. So the vectors have now been determined. Then we are given further that BX equals to HBM. Then OX equals to KON. Determine the values of H and K. H and K are constants. Therefore, for us to solve this vector, for us to get these values, we need to express one of the vectors, say OX, in 2 ways. And the first expression of OX is KON. So this expression is going to become K. ON is already up here, a third A plus 2 out of 3B. So this, in a simpler way, becomes a third K vector A plus 2 out of 3K vector B. So that is the first expression of vector OX. Then we express OX in a different way, but in a manner that we shall accommodate BX. So OX in a manner which accommodates BX. OX in a manner which accommodates BX. So we shall have OX becoming OB plus BX. OB plus BX. Therefore, OB is vector B plus BX. Now in our expression here, BX equals to H BM. So this means we need to get what BM is in this case. Therefore, vector BM is going to be, so we express again B plus H. Vector BM now. BM is going to be BO, which is the reverse of B, plus, because M is the midpoint of OA, then OM is going to be a half vector A. Therefore, now we can rewrite this one such that OX becomes a B plus, when we open here, we get negative h vector b. Then we add half h vector a. So now we can group these terms such that the parts with the vector b can be grouped together, and we factorize vector b to remain with 1 minus h. This is vector b plus half h vector a. This is the second expression of OX. So now that OX has been expressed in two ways, we can equate the coefficients of each vector. So the coefficients of A are a third k, and the coefficients of A are half h. So we equate a third k with half h. So from here, we can express what h is. And h is going to be by 2 and by 2. 2/3 k. That is 1. You can call it A. Then now we equate again the coefficients of B. So in this case, B has a coefficient of 1 minus h. And in the first expression, B has a coefficient of 2/3 k. 2/3 k. So now that we have a new expression, we can also express again h in this case. So h is going to be, to remain with h, we will have 1 minus 2/3 k. This is the second expression of h. Now that we have h equals to this and h equals to this, we can equate the two now because they are giving us the same thing. So 2 out of 3k equals to 1 minus 2 out of 3k. So now we can group this one together so that we have 2 out of 3 plus 2 out of 3. This is going to give us 1 1/3 k equals to 1. 1 1/3 k equals to 1. So that k becomes the reciprocal of this, which is 3/4. So k is 3/4. Now that k is 3/4, then we can get h. H is going to be 2 out of 3 of k, which is 3/4. Therefore, this has to become half. So h is half, whereas k is 3/4.